Hello everyone, this is Anton2, welcome to another Fabric mod overview, this time on Window Wonders, a mod that adds the ability for you to keep in mind the game window size and position between game runs. So what you want to do is mostly use a config for this. You can restore the position and dimensions of the game window, so if you do want to keep this data, you can obviously save or restore that information to this file. At least for saving it, save it to the file. The last position of the game window obviously will be counted, and the last dimensions of the game window will be counted as well. So you can obviously tell these are sort of the defaults, or the ones that it's come across with my game window and how I position things, so obviously quite odd dimensions, but either way, since it's taking up my whole monitor screen size. So we'll just change these to something else. So we'll go, I guess, 1280 by 720 or something, and we'll just go maybe, I don't know, what's something that's maybe, I'm assuming, still on screen, and something noticeable, maybe 10, so 10 and 0, we'll go with that, and then we'll see how it does. Now, since MultiMC does have its own, that's pretty much what it'll consider here. I'll see if it works alongside that. Vanilla should also have it as the same, but we'll see what it does, taking into consideration the config beside what the launcher will display, as it's a good test of comparison of which it pays more attention to or takes higher priority of. So we'll just wait for this to load, and we'll move a few of these out of the way. While it is doing so, it could take a bit. Oh, okay, it's ready. There isn't much to load, I guess, and you can see that it's now moved it into the top corner of my screen, and it should be it's a bit larger than I typically would, with obviously the size I've got for MultiMC being 800 by 854 by 480. So you can now change the screen size to whatever you want on starting the game. And obviously if I changed it again, it could be more typical where it fills my whole screen, or it could just be that I want it to be more in the center a bit more compared to up in the corner at the left. Then obviously I can change that. So it makes things easier to display as much information as I want, and if I don't want to put it as full screen windowed, and I just want it to be in windowed mode, I can obviously do that, and then I can still reach for some of these settings compared to it being probably a lot smaller, and I have to deal with the differences of that. So yeah, otherwise, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.